Let's take you now to a live event happening here at the Al Jazeera's headquarters. This is a gathering of journalists. We're looking at them gathering to mark the 6th day since the killing of the Al Jazeera cameraman Samer Abudaqa. That is an Al Jazeera anchor, Mohammad Hamdan, there, flanked on his right and left by senior managers from Al Jazeera, Dr. Mustafa Sawaq, the Director General, and Sami Al-Hajj, the head of the Al Jazeera Human Rights Department. Let's listen in.
Gazans, all of our fellow correspondents and cameramen have been working day and night without any tiresome. Many of them had the opportunity to leave. Many of our colleagues have dual citizenship. Many of them were asked to leave, yet they preferred to stay, including our fallen colleague, Samer, for whom we stand today, calling for justice. Justice for the targeting and assassination of our colleague and all other fellow journalists operating in Gaza. It is not a war on Gaza only. It is a war on the truth, a war on the message and the messenger. I give the floor to our colleague Sami Al-Hajj. We cannot express our grief and sadness. We all express our sadness for the passing of our fellow colleague Samer Abudaqa, who fell fulfilling his professional duty and his humanitarian task. We have solace only because we believe that he has gone to a better place. Now he is in the mercy of God Almighty. We, Al Jazeera, have lost more than 13 members in different wars. Many of our fellow colleagues also lost their family members under the fire of the Israeli occupation forces. This is a time where the world marks the 75th anniversary of the Human Rights Declaration, yet violence and atrocities are perpetrated against journalists simply for being the messengers of the truth, the messenger of the word, and the carrier of the voice of the people. The Israeli crimes continue to be perpetrated against our fellow journalists in Gaza, yet we are working closely with our partners in all the human rights and journalist associations to ensure the safety and protection of journalists, and also seeking the necessary measures to all the justice venues at the global arena and the regional one in order to rally support among all the human rights, effective human rights organizations and those freedom of express syndicates. Also, we will continue to rally our efforts to provide maximum protection to all journalists, all mass media worldwide, and all journalists worldwide must join forces in order to arrive at the common goal, maximizing protection and providing maximum protection to them in dangerous zones, and also the necessity to have those responsible duly held to account and penalized. Once again, we renew our heartfelt condolences to the family of our fallen colleague, Samer Abudaqa. We pledge to all that we in the Public Freedoms Center to continue to take all the conceivable means to have the perpetrators penalized. Journalism is not a crime. The crime is to kill journalists. Journalism is not a crime, and this is a slogan we continue to reiterate until justice is restored, justice is administered to all the fallen journalists. Once again, we thank you, including all those with us here today, including the family of the fallen colleague Samer Abudaqa, his wife, his daughter, and his 2 sons. We welcome them among their extended family, Al Jazeera family. And here we give the floor to our fellow colleague Wael Dahdouh from inside Gaza Strip. We are standing here from inside Gaza that is besieged from all directions, the sea, the land, and even the skies. We salute you at this moment, this exceptional historical moment. It is a critical moment in the history of Gaza Strip. It is a critical moment to all the Gazans here. We cannot say what today, in the face of death, in the face of blood, in the face of bloodbath, we cannot put our feelings to words on this solemn moment, this saddening moment, this painful moment, as we remember our fallen colleague, the cameraman, Samer Abudaqa, whose blood has not dried on this vest. This is his vest. We are joining our voices to yours. We are here to express our rejection. Yet, we cannot express our sadness. We have lost many dear beloved ones. What can we say amid all what's unfolding in Gaza? It is true that this moment is painful, yet it is unprecedented. It is come clear that this is the aim of the Israelis, to muzzle journalists, to prevent us from carrying the message, from telling the story, from fulfilling our humanitarian and professional mission. Our mission is being throttled here at Gaza Strip. We were all hit by this sad news, and all Al Jazeera colleagues and all the media extended family, journalists from all other media are here to share their sentiments of sadness. They are here also to express their heartfelt condolences. We are all here, part of the same mission. We are here to pledge that we will continue to fulfill our mission. The journey of journalism continues even after the Israelis killed Samer Abudaqa, and before that, 2.5 years ago, assassinated our colleague Shireen Abu Akleh. This has not deterred us. We continue with the picture, with the word, with all conceivable means, only to carry the truth, to tell the truth, to tell the whole world the truth. And if there is any word to say or any pledge to reiterate, is that we will continue, we will continue, we will continue to tell the truth so long as our hearts are beating and chests breathing. We will continue to fulfill our mission until the acts of God and the promises of God are fulfilled. As a matter of fact, what is unfolding in Gaza is nothing short of crime. It is insane. As we speak, more than 100 Palestinian journalists and cameramen were all killed by the same Israeli bullets. This is before the eyes and the nose of the whole world, the whole world, who are lecturing on freedom of expression and human rights. In the 20-year-old Vietnam War, only 20 journalists were killed. In less than 3 months in Gaza, more than 100 journalists were killed. Yet we are surprised to see reports claiming that journalists are not targeted. This raises a question mark. It is with deep pain that we receive these false reports from the world community that are preaching human rights and justice. Yet our sacrifice will be translated as a driver, as a motive to continue to work. I am not speaking on my personal behalf or on behalf of Al Jazeera. I am speaking on behalf of all journalists operating inside Gaza, that we are here to reiterate that we will continue to fulfill our mission. As we know that the communication are distorted in Gaza,
we will continue to work here as long as we breathe. The words there of Al Jazeera correspondent Wael Dahdouh in Gaza. In this event marking the death, the killing of the Al Jazeera cameraman Samer Abudaqa. He was killed 6 days ago when Israel struck a school in Jabalia, where they were covering Israeli strikes on civilians.